everybody. So we are in a time of a great awakening, a major planetary shift, as we all know. Humanity has gotten way off course over the past many decades, and we are now being forced to wake up and to get back to a higher and more loving and a kinder way of being in this world. You know, most of us have been primarily operating from our intellect rather than from our intuition and being heart-centered. Simply put, we spend more of our time in our heads rather than in our hearts. When we are all born into this world, we are primarily connected to our soul. We are innocent, we are pure, and it's just a matter of time as we grow older that we move away from that divine connection and that we slip more into our ego self. As we grow, we become conditioned by our caregivers, by our surroundings, our environment, and by the world in general. And so we move away from that intuitive connection and we move more into that ego self. So Spirit is constantly coming through readings and reminding me and reminding the people I'm working with that our most powerful combination of showing up in this world and approaching life is when we are able to make choices, all the choices that we get to make on a daily basis, coming from a place of combining our intellect with our intuition, not one or the other, but both together. Our intellect obviously is coming from our mind, and our intuition coming from our heart and from our soul. And then, trusting that our feelings are our guidance. Feelings don't lie. Feelings are our truth in any moment. And our feelings reside in our heart, not in our heads. So when we're in our heads, when we're in our ego, we're operating primarily from a mind level rather than a soul level. And being in our heads, we start thinking our way through life rather than feeling our way through it, okay? So this means we generally approach our life by first acting, then thinking, and then feeling when we make choices, right? Acting, thinking, feeling. However, when we are in our higher self, it's the other way around. First we feel, then we think, and then we act, okay? First we feel whatever it is that we're, deciding on, and we take the temperature of it. We get a read on it, on how we feel. Then we think our way through it, okay? We process it. We step back and we think through hoping to make the most responsible and loving choice, responding rather than reacting. And then finally, once we're clear, we then intentionally take action. So feel, think, act is the way to go. Our mind and our ego, they're a gift, they're powerful tools, but only when, it's in service to the soul and not the other way around. So just remember this one simple thing. Have the heart lead the mind rather than the mind leading the heart. And this is where true spiritual alchemy takes place. And that begins to shift and transform your life into a magical and meaningful experience. As always, I'm wishing you brightest blessings and all love.